Okay, now I have all of the pieces cut out and I have them all setting where they're going to be so that I know what's what. Now if you'll notice, the pieces are not cut in great detail. They're not going to be really tight fitting at this point, but we'll trim once we pin, and there's a reason for that. And I'll explain that in a few minutes. I decided to go ahead and make the piece on the inside of the wing and the inside of the arm separate. The trickiest place on a slipcover is where the arm meets the back. That's the place where you end up with the most puckering and weird things. You have normally about 3 seams all coming together in one place, and it's hard to make that really, really neat. I've made dozens of slipcovers and I still have trouble with that area. So just give yourself a break if it's a little weird, but I think having it in 2 separate pieces is going to make it a little bit easier. But as I go along, I may kind of change or adapt where the seam is depending on how things are fitting together. I have the seat is also in canvas. I didn't buy any kind of cotton or any of that webbing stuff. I just am going to go ahead and have it in the drop cloth as well. And I have the bottom piece and the front apron of the chair as separate pieces, because trying to have a piece that fits back here and then is going to wrap around here and go all the way down here is just going to be a little bit challenging. It's going to be a lot easier to work with if they're 2 separate pieces. So I did those in 2 separate pieces, and I have the sides are all one piece. The inside and top of the arm is all one piece. Then I have the back is obviously one piece, and the back of the chair is in 2 pieces, as I said, that will fold together, one in front of the other, and then I'll put some ties on that in order to keep the back closed and to keep the slipcover fitted nice and tight. So now what we're going to do is start pinning. Generally, I don't like starting with little things and with the front because I want that to look the neatest. You can get a better fit if you have bigger pieces done to connect those smaller pieces to. So I'm going to start with the back and the sides and getting that put together first. So let me go ahead and turn the chair around. I just stepped on my box of pins. I'll tell you, I spill my pins at least once while I'm making a slipcover. So, okay, I'm sorry if I'm a headless body here, but I want you to see the chair more than I want you to see me. So, sorry about that. I'm using a tripod. Can't hire a cameraman at this point. I need a crew, that's what I need. Okay, so I need to figure out where I want the piping to start and end, so I make sure I'm pinning it in the right place. So I want it to run along the front of the arms and along the back. So I'm going to kind of hold it where it's going to be and then start, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just cut the whole thing. So I'm running it along the top of the back, down to the arms. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. I can get my scissors, right? Here we go. Okay. Lay it out so you know where it's going to be and make sure you have enough. Nothing stinks more than getting to the end of something and realizing you ran out of piping. You have to kind of patch some new piping in, and oh, it's just a pain. Can you tell it's happened to me before? Okay, so I want to find the ends of the fabric